Hi everyone, welcome to another math lesson. At the top of your paper, you're going to put math and then today's date. I'll go ahead and show you how I want it. Math and then 4/15/20 is today's date. So that should be at the top of your paper. Math 4/15/20. So let's make sure you have that at the top of your paper. And remember, if I'm going too fast at any time, to pause the video if you need more time. I'm not going to make y'all draw too many 10 frames today, but I do want you to go ahead and draw these. Okay, so go ahead and draw 2 10 frames. Remember, there's 5 squares on top, 5 on the bottom, and then another 10 frame has 5 on top and 5 on bottom. So you do need to draw this for your first problem. So go ahead and pause the video and take the time to draw these squares, and then we'll start the problem. Okay, so Jada made 10 prizes for the school carnival. She makes 8 more. Use counters to show how many prizes Jada made in all. So we're trying to figure out how many prizes that this girl, Jada, made altogether. So first, this little word problem down here says Jada made 10 prizes for the school carnival. So we know she started off with 10 prizes. So let's go ahead and show 10 prizes. So that's 1 prize, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is showing us her 10 prizes. So each one of these dots is 1 prize, okay? So that's 1 prize, this is another prize, that's another. So there's 10 that she started off with. And you know what? Let's go ahead and put a 10 for this equation, because we know she's starting off with 10 prizes. The second part, after it says Jada made 10 prizes for the school carnival, it says she makes 8 more. So she's adding some more into her prizes. She makes 8 more prizes. So let's put the 8 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So first she had 10 prizes, and then she added on 8 more prizes. So she had 10 and she added 8 more. So let's go ahead and put our number 8 down here, because we know she added more, which means we're going to use this plus sign down here, right? So that means 10 plus 8. So now I got to figure out what 10 plus 8 is. How many prizes did she make in all? So that means we can add all these together. But we already know that there's 10 up here, so we don't even have to count these. We know there's 10 here and 8 here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right? And we know it's 18 because we counted all of them, and because 18 has one set of 10 in it, along with 8 ones, right? So there's the, right here, we have our first set of 10, which is a part of 18, 10 is, and then 18 has 8 more ones. So Jada started off with 10 prizes that she made, and she made 8 more. That's how we got 10 plus 8. And they wanted to know how many does she have altogether. She has 18 altogether. So on your paper, you should have your 10 frame drawn out with the dots inside of it, and you should have your equation as well. This whole equation should be written down. All right, time for our next problem. All right, so up here, you don't have to draw anything. Let's just take a look at them. All right, so it's showing us that she has 10 tickets up here, because there's 10 in a 10 frame, and it's telling us that she has 7 more tickets in here. and that made 17 altogether. Right here, she has 10 that she's starting off with, 10 tickets, or he does. And then he has 8 more, so 10 plus 8. And all together, if we add up every single ticket, we get 18. Because when we look at 18, we know that 1 means there is one set of 10 and then 8 more ones, right? Each one of these is a 1. If you count them all together, there's 8 of them, 8 ones. And Jada over here has 10 tickets up here, 9 more, so that gave us 19. And right here, it kind of explains how the 10s are just one set of 10s, and each of the single numbers, the 7, the 8, the 9, we're calling those ones because there's one of each ticket, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, but all together we have 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 ones, and that gives us our total, which we also call a sum, is what our answer is. All right, so number 1, go ahead and put a number 1 on your paper. We are doing number 1. Have students complete the equation to match the counters. Then have them tell how the picture and equation shows 10 ones and some more ones. Okay, so do not draw this 10 frame. You don't have to worry about drawing it, but we do need to take a look at it here. How many ones are in this top 10 frame? How many is in this top part? We have 10, right? Because the whole 10 frame is filled up. So we know we're starting off with 10, so you can write the number 10 on your paper. And then how many more are we going to add? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're adding 7 more. So 10 plus 7, 10, and then 7 more equals 17, right? 17 has 10 ones and then 7 more ones. So one set of 10 and then 7 more. 10 plus 7 equals 17. So write this whole problem on your paper for number 1. Now remember, no need to draw the 10 frame. Let's go on to the next problem. Okay, clear. All right, so for number 2, go ahead and write the number 2 on your paper. Let's take a look at this 10 frame right here. Write an equation to match the counters. Okay, so we have to create an equation, a math equation. So we know this top 10 frame has how many in it? Try to say it before I do. It has 10 in it because a 10 frame can hold 10 and all of them are filled up. So 10. So that's the number I'm going to start off with. Now, how many am I going to add onto 10? How many is down here? Looks like there's an empty spot. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. So we have 9. Let's write that number. And let's see. This 10 up here, we wrote right here. And this 9 down here, we wrote here. Now we have to add all of that together and to get our total. Okay, so what's 10 plus 9? Without having to count all of this, we already know there's 10 up here. So we could go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So let's write 19. And we already knew it was probably going to be 19, right? Because 10 plus 9, we already know it's 19 because of this 9, right? Because 19 has one 10 in it and then 9 more ones, right? So that makes 19. You can see a part of the 10 is in 19. See that 1 that it starts off with? It's the same with our number 10. And then we're just adding 9 more onto 10, and it gave us 19. So all you have to do is write this problem right here for number 2. 10 plus 9 equals 19. Remember, we're adding because of this plus sign right here. We're adding. All right, let's do number 3. All right, we're doing the same thing. We're creating an equation. Y'all try to do this one before me. So what number am I starting off with? Let's look at the top 10 frame. It looks like I have 10 in here because they're filled up. So I'm going to write 10 right here, and we're adding some together. How many is down here? It looks like some are missing. So how many? I know there's not 10 because it's not filled up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this number I should write here, this number 8. Now I got to figure out 10 plus 8. Okay, so I know a number that has 10 in it and then 8 more. So we know it's a teen number, right? Starts with a 1 because it has the number 10, teen. So 8 more than 10, how many is that? It's 8, right? The answer is actually right here in the problem. So now we put 8. So 18 is what 10 plus 8 equals to, 18. So 18 has 10 ones right here. There's 10 ones, and then there's 8 more ones in our number 18. So all you have to do is write the problem down right here. You do not have to draw the 10 frame. So everyone say 10 plus 8 equals 18. All right, let's do another. Number 4. Draw counters to match the equation. So now we have to use this equation down here and plug in the numbers and make sure that we get this correct answer right here. So we got to figure out 10 plus 7 equals 17, but we want to show it in a 10 frame. So you do not have to draw a 10 frame for this one. You can just go ahead and pause the video and write this problem down right here. 10 plus 7 equals 17. Okay, so y'all try to tell me before I do it, how many should I put in this top 10 frame? If you said 10, then you are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, how many should go in this 10 frame down here? 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. So we have 10 in the top, 7 in the second 10 frame, and we know that equals 17. So if you added up every single dot, you would get 17. And 17 has 10 ones and 7 more ones. All right, let's do number 5. Number 5. All right, same thing. We have to figure out what goes in this 10 frame and what goes in this 10 frame. So what number should we plug in to this top 10 frame? We plug in our 10, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And remember, we're on number 5, so you should put that on your paper. So I plugged in my 10 up here. Now, what number do I plug into the second row, the second 10 frame? This 9, don't we? Because 10 plus 9. So there's 10 up here, and we're adding 9 more right here. So let's add 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. So these two 10 frames right here is showing us this equation right here. So these two things are the same thing. This is showing us 10 and then 9 more. So that's what this is, 10 plus 9 more. And all together, it equals 19. So make sure you put this equation on your paper, just like you did for 4. You put this equation for number 4. So for number 5, you should have 10 plus 9 equals 19, because 19 has one set of 10 in it, and then 9 more. All right, let's do a couple more here. All right, so number 6. Let's see. Draw counters and then write an equation to show how to make 18. Okay. So for number 6, make sure you put 6 on your paper. We're going to draw counters and then draw an equation to show how to make 18. So we are trying to figure out how to show the number 18. So you don't have to write anything right now. Let's just listen. So for 18, maybe you can tell me before I write it. How should I start off 18? 18 has one set of 10, right? It has 10 ones is what it starts off with. So let's go ahead and plug in 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I have 10 ones right here. And then how many more ones is 18? 8, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so there's 10 and there's 8. And we know that makes 18. So for our equation, we should have 10 and then 8. And that equals 18. So now you can say 10 plus 8 equals 18. So y'all go ahead and just write this equation down. All right, let's see what number 7 says. Okay, number 7. I'm going to have everyone do number 7 by themselves. So just like we did this one over here, it's going to be very similar. So over here on number 6, we had 18 was our starting number. We had to plug in 10 to start off with because 10 ones is a part of 18. And the other part of 18 is 8 ones. So 10 plus 8 equals 18. So you're going to do number 7 by yourself. So go ahead and pause the video and draw 2 sets of 10 frames. All right, so number 7, you're going to draw these counters just like we did in number 6, and then you're going to write your very own equation to show 19. We're going to make the number 19. So I'll write that right here for you. You have to make the number 19. So think about how you make 19. Are there 10s involved? Is there one set of 10? And then 19, how do you make it? How many more ones after you make 10 is going to make 19? So number 7, you're doing it all by yourself. So go ahead and pause the video, draw your 10 frames, plug in some dots, and write your equation. And if you need help, look back at number 16. We did it with the number 18. Now all you have to do is do it with the number 19. All right, let's do 8 together. So y'all already did 7 all by yourself. So I can't wait to see your answers. All right, number 8, draw counters, then write an equation to show how to make 17. So we are making 17. You do not have to draw these 10 frames for this one. Okay, so who can tell me what number I do first? Try to say it really fast before I do it. I'm going to put 10 in first, right? Because 17 has a part of 10 in it. Has 10 ones to start off with. So let's go ahead and let's write our number 10 down because we already know we're going to do that. So we have 10. And then how many more make 17? 7, right? The answer is right here in the number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to write 7. Ooh, that's a bad 7. All right. 7. 10 plus 7 equals right here, 17. Good job, guys. So you don't have to do your 10 frames, but you do need to write this for number 8. You need to write down your equation that you got. So 10 plus 7 equals 17. All right, so pause the video if you need more time because I'm about to clear everything. We're actually going to go ahead and go to more independent practice. This is what you're going to do all by yourself. You have 2 more problems to do by yourself. So let's see, how about, because we did 8, 9, we can call these 10 and 11. So let me go ahead and type something for you. So instead of calling this one number 1, we're going to call it 10. Instead of number 2, we're going to call this one 11. But you are going to do these all by yourself. So this one, this is just an example up here. So let's look at the example. So the example says, finish drawing counters in the 10 frame to show how to make 19. Then write an equation to match the picture. The picture and equation show how to make 19 with 10 ones and some more ones. Okay, so they wanted to show and make 19. So I'll do this example for you. So to show 19, you know that you have 10 already, and for 19, you just needed 9 more, right? So that's why they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then they plugged in the numbers. They know that those dots mean that there's 10 right here. And this second set of this 10 frame shows us what number needs to be right here, and that's 9. And we know 10 plus 9, when we add all those together, gives us 19, because that's the number we were trying to make. So we finished drawing the counters. They started it off for us. They knew that we needed 10 at least, and we added 9 more to make 19. So that's what you're going to do down here. And I'll type something for you guys. Okay, so for number 1, remember you're doing this all by yourself, so you need to draw your 10 frames for number 10 and 11. Remember, we're not calling this number 1, we're calling this 10 and 11. So for this first one, it says draw counters, then write the equation to show how to make 17. So for this one, you're trying to make the number 17. So you need to show how to make 17 for this one. And for number 11, it says draw counters to show how to make 18. And after you show 17 up here for number 10, once you plug in the rest of the dots that it needs, you're going to write down your equation over here so it equals 17. And same down here. You're going to show the counters so that you end up with 18 counters all together, and then write your equation and make sure it equals 18. So remember, we're calling this problem 10 and this problem 11. So let's ignore that number and that number. All right, go ahead and pause the video and start working on this.